You know, I think there are a lot more pretty rocks out there besides from gold. I actually know a spot not far from here. I named it Agate Flats, where I did spot some nice looking agate while I was working in that area, but I didn't have the time to pick anything up because I was working. Today I'm going back to Agate Flats, but before I look for those, I'm gonna grab a twig and try and shoo these flies out of my face. I'm gonna close this door. All the flies are getting in. The first thing I notice is red jasper everywhere. There's one here, and they really stick out in between the normal brown and black host rocks here and the surrounding country color. Here there's another big red jasper rock. Yeah, there are heaps of these around here. All the birds love it after the rain. I already passed a few water holes. Must be a tiny bird, I can't even see it. I know there are agates here somewhere. Adrian and I have walked this country. Well, I walked, Adrian was on the bike, but we were doing soil samples, and somewhere in this area here there was agates around. So I set my camp up not far from here, probably a kilometer. I just felt like going for a walk, and now I'm just enjoying a beautiful cool afternoon. There's still some storms in the area, the detector's going crazy. So I'm just gonna look for agates and other pretty rocks I can find. I just picked up this big rock of what I believe is chalcedony. I could only see that side, picked it up. It's fractured, but I don't know, it's one of the first ones that I'm finding. I might just hang on to this for now and see what else I come across. Here's some more banded jasper. Big chunk compared to my boot. It's almost like moss agate here. Nah, it's too quartzy. There's prettier examples around. Bit more banded jasper. Everywhere. Oh, this one here is different. That's got to be chalcedony. Oh, I think it is. Nice. So this is actually where it starts then. I've got a few pointers on my phone, but I haven't even pulled it out yet because I thought we walked over it before. I'll just approach it from a different angle and see if I can come across it. Probably too far away to see, but there are a few cows in between the bushes there. They're probably loving the cooler weather and the fact that there's shade around with water holes. They are on the move again. And look at that. A few days after the rain and there are green shoots everywhere. So good to see. I just picked up two more rocks. This one here even has a crystalline inclusion in it. How pretty is this? Yeah, I'll give all of these a proper clean back at the camp, and then we'll have a better look at all these. I already put a few more in my pocket here, but I'll keep looking for more good ones. Cool. Definitely agate. Unfortunately it's a bit broken, but yeah, I can see the circular lines in here. Almost perfect. Pretty rock. That'll come with me. There seem to be quite a few here in this spot, so I'm just gonna walk a bit slower and tighten my circles a bit. Yeah, definitely the same material. I'm not gonna take every single one of these. I just think it's so pretty to look at. Even just these rocks here. Just something different. Oh, this one has crystals in it as well. They're a bit more worn, so this must have broken off a while ago. But still a nice specimen. These are all really neat. I like these. And I just spotted another one. Oh no, I can't find it again. That happens every time. Every time I look somewhere else or I pull the camera out here, I lose it. So I should just pick him up straight away in the future. I think this one here is a very old wash flat because nothing is really sharp. These rocks here are all very round and it's a mix of everything. There's quartz here, there's ironstone here, I've seen flint of what I believe is flint and agates. And other pretty rocks, including jasper. I just can't take too many. I travel full time. I can't load up the car with rocks everywhere I go. Unfortunately, oh, but this one, it looks alright, doesn't it? I wish I could just cut them and just keep the sides that I want. That would be awesome. Oh, this one here has crystals in it. How neat! Beautiful, I'll show you. The head looks really cool. I'll have to have a look and explore. But I already picked up some really nice ones. Here, this one's got a nice example in here. This one's dark for a change, with almost little dendrites going through. Love that one. This one here. Oh yeah, okay, this is why I picked it up. Here, there it is. Beautiful. Oh, this one is so pretty. It's pink and white. Oh, and really pretty. But I can't see the other side yet. Wow. Can't wait to see this one when it's cleaned up. Yeah, quite a few. I'm not as picky anymore. I left the first rock that I found, that big one, I left that behind already. I changed my mind because I don't want to take too many and I prefer to have nice ones like these. This one seems to be a big one. Unfortunately, not all that pretty. But boy, it is fractured. But look at all these lines and the size of it. Oh, I'll have to take this one. If I had a shed somewhere with room for a rock collection, I'd definitely take this one here. Check it out. Love it. It is a cool rock, almost looks like an owl. I'll take it with me. Convinced. This would have to be the best one yet. How pretty is this? I can't wait to clean all of these up and have a proper look at them. Because even covered in dirt, I can tell it's gonna look amazing. Have a look at this weird shaped agate here. It's definitely agate, it's got the stripes through it, but yeah, it's really different. That would have been the crystallized inside here. Different, I like it. I thought I was going to show you this one because I'm not going to take it home with me. There are so many weird rocks around. Look at this gnarly piece of, I don't even know what it is. You can just imagine the heat and the pressure that was just coming from both sides and compressing this rock. There are just too many pretty ones around. I was on my way back already, and now I spent at least half an hour here again because there's so many nice ones. I already filled up my little fanny bag here, and I'm using my other bag to carry all these rocks. There are too many good ones. Look at this one. Finally something different in pinkish red. Nice. There are a lot of white ones out here. And now I'm just trying to find some other colors. My bags are getting way too heavy here now. And I'm just forcing myself not to pick up any more rocks. But I'm on my way back to the camp. It should be a kilometer this way. But of course I've got it marked. Here we are with all these rocks. I did not intend to pick up that many, but of course I see something. I'm terrible like that, and it's a bit of a problem since I'm a full-time traveler, because that's heavy as it is. And I've got an extensive rock collection in my car already. I'll have to go through that one day. There are some nice looking agates amongst these. I'm just gonna give them a quick clean and see what we've got. Like this one here, you can't really see much. Covered in dirt, but I'm sure once we wash off the dirt and the dust, hopefully there are gonna be some good ones amongst these. First one, just a random pick, this one, but I could see some bands going through this material. This one here is just a plain white one, which is the most common form of agate, and other minerals mixed in with the silica give it a colorful banded pattern. But this one here is just plain white. Not a bad example. You can see the bands going through just around the top end here. I might give this one here to Adrian. I think he's got a saw. Maybe he can even show me how to use it so I can cut my own gemstones. Got plenty of room in there to set up my own lapidary equipment now. This one here is gonna be nice. This is pretty. This one here has got quite a few bands going through the rock. Oh, there's a lot of dirt on this side. Which is probably why we couldn't see. Oh, that is beautiful. There's also some moss on here. It's not only dirt and dust. Green, slimy moss. Wow. This one here would have been huge in its original form. But how pretty is it? You can see all the fine bands going through here around the core in the center here. This is where it's fractured, but you can see the bands going through on both sides. Stunning. Especially when they are wet and clean. So pretty. These ones were just normal white bands going through the rock. This one here appears to be carnelian. If it's the red orangey version of chalcedony, then it should be carnelian. I'm pretty sure it is. I don't think it's jasper, because it looks translucent just up in here. And it's even got a little hole in the cavity. The flies love me playing with water. They are after the moisture. Quite a few examples of banded iron formation. You see there quite a lot in this area. It's very common. And I should have another one here. Yes. Yeah, that's a nice example of banded iron formation. Comes in different forms and varieties. And this one here, it's more spotted than banded. I've never really seen a rock like this, that's why I picked it up. So it's a bit different. Here's another piece of white agate, with a really distinct triangle in here. So I'm going to give this a wash and see if the triangle is also visible on the other side. Nice, that looks really awesome with those bands going through there. There, I hope you can see the nice triangle in here. That's a really nice looking rock, and if I had the equipment I'd probably just cut through here and then hopefully get rid of all this rock where no bands are visible. This one here, I'm not sure. I picked it up because it's different. I believe this one here is banded shirt. I'm fairly new to rock hounding. If you have any ideas, any corrections or suggestions, make sure you drop them down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I'm absolutely loving this hobby. I mean, it's just here, you know, I just have to look on these flats here, right where I'm camping. Here, that's a massive piece of biff. Here's another ankle breaker biff rock. They're just everywhere. It's crazy. Including agates and other rocks. It's just quartz. Boring. Oh, I like this one here. I'll show you why in a second. How pretty is this? It's not a real distinct banding. It's more like almost like moss opal, but not quite. There's no dendritic inclusions in here. It's more like blob-like. It's probably got a word. But I'll show you some moss agate, or moss opal it's also called, after I'm done with this, because I do have some in the car, in my rock collection. Oh, this one here is so nice. That would look awesome. If this was cut straight, that would look incredible. Or even rounded in a tumbler. That's just boring white agate. I think it's one of the ones I picked up at the very beginning, with no inclusions in here whatsoever. I'm gonna leave that right there. What else have we got? This, oh! Wait until you see this one. I can't even see it yet. Here it's all gunky and mossy on this side. The mossy side doesn't even seem to be that interesting, but on this side here, boah, especially with water on it. Look at this one. That is almost, I don't know what you call this one, but doesn't it look beautiful? It's not a banding in here, it's again more that blob-like formation. But wow, different. I've never seen anything like this. I like it. Okay, I've got heaps of more rocks in here, but the majority of them, they are white. Oh, there's some nice banding in there. Oh, this one here as well. I wish I could cut it flat. That would look awesome. Wow, this one here. That is incredible. Wow, what a piece. I can't really get the moss off, but just look at this triangle in there. That just looks awesome. Wow. How pretty. Then, oh, that's the one that had a bit of pink in it, because the majority of them is white. And then we've got a few red ones here. If you get a green one, then it's probably nickel that produces the color. You can get all different kinds of forms and patterns and varieties. This is pretty. Whoa, I bet this one here would look great under the light as well. Have a look at this one. What else have we got? Oh, here's another one. I think they are all pretty amazing and all pretty nice. This one here has got a little crystal pocket in there. I'll try and get the dirt out of that. What do you think about that one? Pretty amazing. I like these. There's so many left in here. Let's have a look at this one. Wow. But I'm just going to do a couple more and then I'm going to show you moss opal, my personal favorite. I'll let a few of them soak and then I'll just wash them and then I show you the big reveal at the end. This is banded and has got a blob in it. Different. And wait until you see this one here. I believe that's onyx. It's just going around in straight parallel lines. So pretty, some of these. Wow, different. This one here is absolutely beautiful on this side, and then you turn it around and it's all gnarly and I can't even wash that off. We only got a few more here. Oh, lucky this one here had a bit of soaking because it was covered in moss. Wow. You'll get the idea anyway. Oh, yeah, this one. Okay, I'll show you this one, then I'll finish off the rest before we'll have a look at the final reveal. And also the moss agate that I still got in the car. That's a beautiful piece. This one here could actually be a fortification agate. Almost like a rainbow in there as well. This one here is pretty ugly. The flies are just swarming. They're loving the water. Wow. Oh, you're gonna love this one. That brown stuff and this stuff here is not actually sitting on the surface, I don't think. I scrubbed it and I think it's part of the inclusion. Dark in this case. This one here could be an onyx. Although it's hard to tell because it's only a fracture. This is part of my rock collection. Not moss agate, but just a pretty crystal cluster that I picked up. You can see the dendritic inclusions in there. That's definitely moss agate from a different area. And this is what they call moss opal. I'll try to find a good example of it. Here, this one has olivine on it. There's all sorts of different rocks in here as well. It's almost like opal potch with moss-like inclusions. Oh, that's a piece of what I believe is goethite. A few dendrites in there. Yeah, all of these need cutting and polishing, and they're just waiting in my tub until the time comes. I do have more moss opal, but that is, oh, it'll take me a while to get to it. But that's dendrites in here, little moss-like inclusions, which is why it's called moss opal or moss agate. Oh, this one here is different. Oh, wow, that is smooth. What a smooth rock. It's almost like glass. If these ones were cut, they would just look so beautiful. Here's another piece with olivine. And of course, last but not least, our owl. Just because I like this rock. It's actually a little bit agatey up in here. It's got a little bit of a triangle formation up in there, but I like how it's shaped with the hole in here. I had an awesome day. I hope you enjoyed your time too. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And then I'm gonna see you all next week. Stay safe out there, guys.